Welcome back. Emerald Mosaic again. I know 2 in 1 day. Well, you see, I learned a few things from the last one. The I looked it up. The swipe technique is what that's called. I learned a few things, and I just felt the need to come back and do it better with the lessons that I learned last time. So here we go. I'm going to do the swipe technique again. One thing I had forgotten to do last time, I don't have very much in the way of white paint left. I had forgotten to put down some white paint first. You know, I'm going to make it a little bit interesting and get a little crazy. Because why not get a little crazy? And I'm going to use this Crafted Square Metallic Silver. I haven't actually tried this one yet. The Color Pour Silver tends to form almost like a skim over it when I'm trying to turn it or tilt it and get it to move or to blow it. And I don't like that. Move my sticks out of the way. I don't know what this is going to do. And you're not supposed to start with this. You're supposed to start with white. You know what? Sometimes you just got to say, I'm going to try something new and see if it works. Because experimenting is fun. And if you don't think it is, well, I think it's all about the adventure. That's actually really thin. Really thick. That's not moving as well as I kind of hoped it would. So I think, you know what? Okay, fine. I'll pull out the other one, which is thinner, and we will mix 2 silver paints, and we shall see what happens. Because the idea is to have a layer covering. In fact, I'm going to kind of use this to kind of spread this around a bit. Wipe it off. And then get it to kind of flow. That's flowing a lot better. I can kind of tell it's not enough volume. And I can kind of tell where this one is because it's not as thin, it's not spreading as nicely. So we're just going to throw a bunch more of that on there and kind of mix it a bit, smear it around. Get it all over, and we're going to have a accident. You know, you have to laugh at yourself. Life is all about stuff happens. You try something and sometimes it doesn't work. Well, just learn from it. And as long as you've learned from it, then don't shame yourself because it's all part of being human. One thing I struggle with shame. And I'm trying to remember that I have permission, I have the right to be human, you know? Okay, so I have a plate here because this does not have a canvas, does not have a wood frame underneath. This is just a flat canvas wrapped around cardboard. I have a plate and I use these little containers as something to put it on. The ones with the wooden frame, I'm using push pins to keep it off of the surface that I'm painting on. So, but this makes it easier. I can just, put this somewhere to dry. So, okay, there's our base. Set those aside. Now, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to use yellow last and see what that does. So again, I'm starting with this cardinal red, and I just got to remember not to use quite as much. I might be getting near the end of it anyway. I love this dusky rose. I really do love the contrast that it gives. I liked that in the other one. So we'll see how that does. My lovely champagne. Some of the red orange which also provides a good contrast. There we go. Some yellow. I'm running low on yellow. That's okay, I can finish it off with this. Let's see. A little bit more red, not much. I don't want to overdo this. Just gonna add a bit more. A tiny bit more champagne, just for the contrast. And then finish it off with the last of the yellow. Use my stick to get the last of the yellow out. And drizzle. Here. And a little bit more in the corner there. Okay. I'm just going to get it on the stick and drop some there. Okay. All right. Lastly, I put my white at the end. I have to be using my stick here because I'm also getting low on white. A good border here. Oh my goodness, I'm low. I hope that's enough. One thing that I need to remember is to always have a lot of white mixed up. So one thing that I will be doing here in a little bit is adding more white. But you know what? I'm getting creative with this, so why not get a little bit more creative and add just a little bit more silver to balance the fact that I'm short on white. Because we started with silver, so let's end it with silver. Why not? See what it does, right? Experiment. It's all about the experiment. Wipe this first. Okay. Let's see what this does. Okay. So now the tilting. I'm going to turn a little bit so that you can see this better, right? I mean, the whole point of the video is so that the people who are watching can see what I'm doing. Get it off that corner over there, and then bring it down here and get some of that silver off. A little bit too much over there. Bring it back. Bring it over this way. Down a little bit. There we go. And then to that corner again a little bit. And down a little bit more. Okay. Let's see. This corner that my thumb was on. You know, I like that. I've got some really good, a really good river of like it's almost like a golden yellow, the champagne mixed with yellow, it looks like. I've got a lot of interesting silver. I've got some cells popping, which is really what I was hoping for, is a lot more cells. I think doing the silver was a good choice. I'm not sure I like all of this yellow up here though, gold, like that's almost too much color in one spot. So I'm gonna actually get some of that off. If I can, just some of it. There we go. Yeah. And then, now that some of that's off, I can bring this back down just a little bit to create the depth. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that. Kind of not sure about this corner over here. But I don't want to do too much. You know, like they say, one of the most important things in painting is knowing when to stop. And I think doing that actually increased the cell size over here. You got some cells over here. I really like that. Got some cells right there. You know, I think this worked. I think the champagne and yellow ended up mixing a lot more, and that created some interesting colors. The yellow is sinking to the bottom. I'm noticing the last painting and this one, the yellow is sinking to the bottom, but I can see more of it. I got some interesting of that, the rose. I got some interesting of that rose in here. So just a quick review for anybody who has not seen the last painting. I have this Delta Ceramcoat Cardinal Red, and then I had used the ColorPur mixed 1-to-1 the wine color and light pink. It created this dusky rose. I have the ColorPur Metallic Champagne. This is Crafter's Square Red Orange, and this was Crafter's Square Yellow and Crafter's Square White. I ended up using Crafter's Square Metallic Silver mixed with the ColorPur Metallic Silver as a base, and then the metallic silver ColorPur over on the right. So that's a review of the colors. I like both paintings, really. I do. I think they both came out well. And as always, it's going to be interesting to see what happens as they dry. So, all right, let's give you guys the close-up. Take the camera out of my little stand. So yeah, you can see there's some really pretty cell action going on up here too. Oh, look at that. It almost looks like, right, my finger so big, right there, almost like a little flower, almost. Very tiny, with a bubble in the middle. Over here in this corner, it looks a lot more, I don't know, wispy. And then down here, just a lot of really pretty lines. Champagne and silver. I do see some bubbles. That's okay. I think that'll look all right. And then right here, there's some pretty cells right there. So yeah, all right. Overall, get the shadow out of the way. I think it's a pretty painting. All right. Well, again, we'll see what happens when it dries. Thank you for watching, and please hit like and subscribe if you want to see more content. And I'm doing this for fun. I'm just grateful that I can share it with other people. All right, y'all have a great day.